NAVI qualified themselves for the Worlds Warmup Playoffs with a 3-0 record. In this video, we will be taking a look at what bases they used to achieve this insane defensive result. Just take a look at this Warlock. We have 11 stars against Supersonic, 10 stars against Milseam, and 9 stars against Tribe Gaming. But of course, defense is not the only thing we have to talk about. Also look at these offensive achievements. 12 stars against Supersonic, 13 stars against Milseam, and 11 stars against NAVI, against incredibly strong bases. But we are going to dive into the bases in this video, and we will take a look at what attack strategies they used in the upcoming videos. So if you don't want to miss that, then make sure to subscribe to this channel. So let's dive right into the first hit, and what better way to start off than with a 1-star defense against Rikiras. And this masked dragon with a lot of invisibility with the Spirit Walk is probably the strongest and most reliable strategy currently in the hard mode. And if you're able to defend this on a 1-star, that has something to say. So what Rikiras tried to do is he went in from the 12 o'clock corner with the Royal Champion and tries to get his way into the core of the base to take out the core of the base with his Spirit Walk. Very nice boulder bounce on top of the hero hull. I really like that one. But our Seawalk is going perfectly fine. So far, our Seawalk is going into the core of the base. Our Seawalk is doing absolutely everything she's supposed to do. Now, of course, we have the NATO placed perfectly against this RC Walk in combination with the Giga Bomb. With that, the Fox is gone. And with that also, the RC is now having a lot of trouble and is not able to take out the second Spitter nor the Scattershot. If she still would have had the Spirit Fox on her, if the Spirit Fox wouldn't have gone down by the NATO as well as the Giga Bombs, then Rikiras would have gotten both the Scattershot as well as the Fire Spitter, and with that it would have most likely been a 3-star, but due to these perfectly placed traps against the Spirit Walk, he now has to go in from the far side. Town Hall is on the complete opposite side of the base. If he were to get that Spitter, if he were to get a Fire Spitter, he probably would have wanted to go into the Town Hall, so directly into the Town Hall, and then make his way along to the 6 o'clock corner and then finish off at 3 o'clock. But now that the Spitter is still left standing, he has to come in from the 3 o'clock side and therefore risking the 1-star. And as we already know, he is not going to make his way to the Town Hall, but is going to get that 1-star. You can already see why. Those multi-Inferno towers are doing so much in combination with all of those air traps placed in that corner. Gaku perfectly foresaw that this base was probably going to get attacked with this approach, with the Spirit Walk, then with the dragons, and he perfectly manages to place all of his traps against that, and with that he manages to get the 1-star defense, getting them a very solid advantage against Tribe Gaming. But that's of course not the only base we're going to take a look at. We're also going to take a look at this base from Kazuma, well, also a base from Gaku, but Kazuma used it within all matches, and also this base managed to defend in all 3 clan wars. So the base from Gaku defended against Supersonic, against Milseam MG, as well as against Tribe Gaming, and same goes with this base from Kazuma, also defended against Supersonic, against Milseam, as well as against Tribe Gaming. And the first base we're going to take a look at after this attack also defended against all 3 clans. So really insane bases and very hard to attack in hard mode and basically impossible to triple. But now let's take a look at what Nebrex exactly did. Basically the same approach as Rikiras, went in from the 12 o'clock corner to get his way into the core of the base, but just look at that raged up Spitter. He made the Royal Champion invisible, but the Spitter just said, nah, you're not coming through here, I am going to get rid of you. And that Fire Spitter with the Rage Tower just completely decimated, really decimated that Royal Champion, even though she was invisible. As you know, the Fire Spitter just shoots also if troops are invisible. The Fire Spitter might still hit it. And now Yeti Blimp is coming in for the Town Hall. Is the Yeti Blimp able to get the Town Hall? The answer is no. So also this attack was very close to being a 1-star, but probably the Spiky Bollocks with the Earthquake Boots did the work. Yeah, Spiky Ball, no perfect. Well, Earthquake Boots opened up For the Town Hall, he still has free invisibility spells, so the Archer Queen should take care of the Town Hall, but still, that RC walk got absolutely nothing. That World Champion chart got absolutely decimated. With that, he manages to get the 2-star, but the percentage is so incredibly low. And you guys know Nibrex is a veteran in Clash of Clans. He is such a great attacker, such an experienced player. And to defend him on 70%, that's something you first have to achieve. But Gaku manages to do it and manages to defend Nibrex on 74% within this attack. And that's of course a very, very nice defensive achievement. If you want to copy this base as well, the links are in the description of every single base. But don't leave yet, we still have one more base to look at. But before we do that, a really quick reminder, if you're planning on buying any in-game items, then make sure that you are always using a credit code. Code RHBB would really support this channel. Thank you very much. And the third base we're going to take a look at is this base, which Stars used also in all 3 of the clan wars against Supersonic, Milseam, as well as against Tribe Gaming. And this base also managed to defend 3 times. And let's take a look at how it managed to defend the Rootwriter attack strategy. Rootwriters and Dragons are probably the 2 attack strategies which are currently most used in the hard mode and also were most used in the Worlds Warmup Swiss stage. But let's take a look at the approach from Bapis. He comes in from the 6 o'clock corner with the World Champion charts, funnels perfectly with the Yeti blimp, and now he takes out quite a good chunk of the base with the World Champion charge, managed to make his way onto the Rage Tower compartment, manages to take out the Rage Tower, and I don't know, does the Fire Spitter also go down? That's the question. Does the Fire Spitter also go down? If the Fire Spitter also goes down, that value is of course insane. But if Fire Spitter doesn't quite go down, he has to recall beforehand. But still, this value from this RC charge was surely not that bad. That is great value from the World Champions charge, but still, the Fire Spitter was left standing, and that Fire Spitter is now going to do a lot of work against those Root Fighters. You can already see the pathing towards the Fire Spitter is not that easy, and especially because of the Sweeper, you now have a sort of split on this base. So from the scatter shot, those troops are going to split. The half of the Root Fighters is going to go to the Sweeper and then into the core of the base, and the other half of the Root Fighters should go to the Town Hall. At least that's what I would expect, but the Overgrowth now funnels everything perfectly into the Town Hall, so everything will clump up again. But once that Overgrowth is wearing off again, that's when the damage is going to start kicking in. We still have the Scatter Shot in there, we still have the Multi-Archer Tower as well as the Multi-Inferno Tower with the Rage Tower. So once the Overgrowth wears off, just take a look at how fast these troops are going to thin out, especially with the Rage Up Queen. Just within seconds, all of those 4 Root Fighters that were still in the core just got absolutely decimated. And with that, the Barbarian King as well as the Archer Queen have no chance to get rid of the rest of the base. Absolutely no chance. Even though the Barbarian King still has the ability, he probably wanted to have the ability into the core of the base, but the Barbarian King had other plans and said, nope, I'm not going into the core, I'm walking on the outside. Funneling on this base is unfortunately very hard. So therefore, King had other plans, and with that, we also managed to have a insane defense against this very strong Root Bearer approach. Rage Tower on the back end as with the Archer Queen was too much, and this base also very, very solid. Managed to defend against 3 of those top clans within the Worlds Warmup. Thanks a lot to NAVI and as well to Gaku for letting me into the clan and sharing these bases for you guys. With that, I would say see you guys soon with the next video. Until then, see ya and bye bye.